New financial disclosures released this week suggest that President Trump made at least $2.2 billion in his first year back in the White House, a sum that experts say has virtually no parallel among leaders of liberal democracies. About $1.4 billion of that came from his family's cryptocurrency businesses alone. To understand how extraordinary that figure is, consider Silvio Berlusconi, the Italian prime minister and billionaire mogul who died in 2023. Berlusconi is often considered a political forerunner to Trump. Both men mastered the news media, shared a taste for gilded excess, and faced accusations of using their positions to benefit their own business empires. During his time as prime minister, Berlusconi's annual disclosures showed he had been paid tens of millions of dollars, a number that once seemed remarkable. Trump's haul dwarfs it by orders of magnitude. Experts say Trump's earnings have pushed him into a category of enrichment more commonly associated with strongmen in Russia and Turkey than with elected leaders in the Democratic West. No modern Western leader has ever publicly disclosed windfalls of this scale while holding office. What makes this especially striking is the broader context. The United States has long held itself up as a global model for financial regulation, anti-corruption measures, and the rule of law. Yet Trump's cryptocurrency earnings expose what critics describe as a direct and glaring conflict of interest. As president, Trump is responsible for overseeing the regulation of an industry from which, as a businessman, he is drawing enormous profit. The White House has pushed back firmly on that framing, denying that Trump or his family have engaged in any conflicts of interest. The president himself dismissed concerns this week, saying, quote, "I never speak to any of the people that run the money." But analysts warn the damage may extend well beyond Washington. Professor Liz David Barrett, director of the Center for the Study of Corruption at the University of Sussex, says the way the United States has historically conducted itself was highly influential in setting international norms around corruption and financial ethics. Trump's windfall, she argues, has undermined the idea that there is a standard all leaders should aspire to meet. When the most powerful country on earth is not regulating its own president, she says, it becomes far easier for other leaders around the world to ask why they should regulate themselves. Trump is not the first world leader to face accusations of exploiting public office for private gain. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has defended himself against charges of bribery, fraud, and breach of trust. Berlusconi himself came to power after a bribery scandal that swept out Italy's ruling class. But the scale of what Trump has disclosed represents something experts say is categorically different, a level of personal enrichment from the presidency that, at least among democratically elected leaders, has few if any known global precedents. That's all for today. Thanks for listening.